Alright, what's good everyone on YouTube? This is Very Melon Man and welcome to part 8 of my Mass Effect Legendary Edition Let's Play. Last episode we completed basically every side quest we could that we needed to be on the Citadel for. Now we have a bunch of side quests that we need to do off the Citadel. However, we're not going to be taking care of those yet, since I want to try to spread out the side content between main missions. So basically, if you count Eden Prime as a main mission, everything up to Eden Prime to becoming a Spectre as a main mission, then all the Citadel side quests is what we were doing in between that. So after we get Liara, we'll take care of those. And not a moment too soon. Oh wait. There we go. Yeah, there we go, sorry. Sometimes the exit and the zoom out buttons are square in my mind. Oh boy, look at this. Seeing the Milky Way and its beautiful three-dimensional mapping is incredible. God, space is great. So here's how this works. We can go to Pharos, we go to Novaria, or we can try to find Liara in a couple of random locations. But what we can also do is this. But what that will be, we'll get to when we get to it. For now on, just focus on the story. Artemis Star Cluster. So here's how this works. Oh fuck. Oh. That was not. Basically, if you're playing the game blind, you're supposed to just go from travel to Liara's dig site, look at one of the 4 clusters you see, then check each of the nebulas to see if you can land on the planet. If you can't, then at the very least you get
Commander,
to...
I'm picking up a signal from the planet's surface. It looks like an automated distress beacon.
Now that might be Liara, but we know for a fact it's not. Scans to detect the large concentration of hydrogen, so we got that gas depot scan here. And another survey plan from Alsages gives us another rare element. Scanning plans like this gives you a small amount of experience points for doing that. And right now normally is parked in Sparta. But what we need to do is go to Knossos. Because Liara is actually located here. Fuck. We're going to survey this planet as well. Gas deposit. We're surveying the planet, we get that. And now we go to Zakros. But that's whatever. No, what we need to do is actually land on Therum to actually proceed with the main story. Therum is a distant but rich industrial world claimed by the Human Systems Alliance. Its plentiful heavy metals have fueled the recent manufacturing boom on Earth. Core samples rich of the fossils of simple silicon-based organisms indicate Therum was more habitable in the past than it is at present. Perhaps explains the many Prothean ruins dotting the surface, most of which have been looted by mining corporations. And we know that Liara is investigating Prothean research, or researching Protheans. So this is the place to be. So now it's time to pick our party. What I want to do is try to do one of the major... I want every member of the party to be a major part of one of the main story missions. At least one of them each. So we're just going to start with Ashley, add her to the squad, simple enough. And we're going to put Tali in our party here. If you look at our current squad's biotic, tech, and combat strength, picking this lineup is not only convenient for the skill sets I want to bring to the table, but pretty much evens out all of our strengths and weaknesses. Convenient. So Ashley's first mission is to help us rescue Matriarch Benezia's daughter, and so is Tali's. Isn't that interesting? Oh boy. Let's see here. Power members, electronics. Give you hacking, because AI hacking is a very useful power for Tali to have. Might as well give you master all that since we're here. And for we're gonna give Ashley the first aid focus because she doesn't seriously need to focus on too much. Assault rifles being what they are, it's perfectly fine for her to... We'll give you the rank 1 immunity because the duration is always going to be 6 seconds, and that's still pretty tanky. And we'll give you the ability to wear heavy armor, finally. There you go. Now Ashley will be responsible for keeping us nice and healthy in the middle of a fight. Lower research armor, sabotage, overload, and damping. And recharge time. Hacking, lowering the recharge time of her spells or biotic skills that we really need. Really good. So basically, electronics increases the shields on Tali, as well as the shields of the Normandy.
Commander, I'm picking up some strange readings. Really strange, like off the damn charts. It looks like it's coming from an underground complex a few clicks away from the drop zone.
And actually having a high first aid skill increases the amount of health we will heal up by using Metagel. And the thing about Ashley is that the reason she's actually really good for that type of thing is that due to the way weapons have been altered, the soldier class in general just got a pretty large nerf unintentionally as a result of the combat mechanics being improved all around for every other class. Because in the original Mass Effect, their thing was being able to actually remove the weapon sway that prevented every other class from just being able to use a sniper rifle without the skill tree, for example. But the soldier is the best at handling all the weapons without needing to be fussy about it. Now we're at a point in the game where alright. Another good thing about the combat rebalance is that in the original version of the game, we wouldn't be able to use the Mako using the Mako to kill heavy enemy units like those Geth Colossi, those Geth armatures, would incur a 60% experience point gain penalty. You'd literally gain only a third of what you would normally get if you killed those things on foot after you stepped aside the Mako. Which means we would not have leveled up right now, or gotten that many level ups that fast. Legendary mode, everyone, it's good. It's good for you. Yeah, like, okay, this is one of those nerfs I was talking about. This is a nerf that's exclusive. So soldiers got a few nerfs. The first nerf was just all these weapon skills they have only increase damage and accuracy, but increasing accuracy is not the same thing as removing weapon sway. So Ashley's overall weapon capability is not as important anymore, because everyone can more or less use all the weapons in the game at the same proficiency level. Doing more damage and getting more accuracy isn't as big of a deal, especially when all their classes have tech and biotic powers to make up for not possessing raw damage. That's the first overall nerf. The second one is probably the most important one, because their unique ability is immunity, and what that does is it reduces health. It massively buffs their damage resistance, but at the distance. But the penalty there is that the duration starts low and the recharge time starts high. However, even when they get master immunity, it's still the same duration, the same recharge time. It's literally not worth it to improve Ashley's fitness past, well, just getting regular old immunity. It's not going to do anything. It's not going to matter. Until we can get Master First Aid, there's no real point in doing anything else for Ashley. Like, I might as well just pump that in the soldier for all it's worthwhile. Tali, on the other hand, can now get advanced AI hacking. As you can see here, it's advanced AI hacking level 1, 20-second duration, 6-second recharge time, and costs Tali 80% of her weapon accuracy when she uses it. When we get advanced AI hacking, the duration is 5 seconds longer. The recharge time is now 50 seconds instead of 60. I think we can stay with advanced AI hacking for now. It's just so much more interesting that way. Oh god. Like, even going where to get her shotguns isn't going to be a big deal, so we can focus on her powers. And increasing her powers radius is definitely something I want to do. So let's just leave Shepard at this point. Advanced lift. Oh, look at that. We gained enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we didn't just get a free Spectre. We got another Intimidate point for, you know, just naturally occurring more Renegade points. That's pretty cool. Alright, I don't really need higher level throw. But maxing out barrier is better. I want to eventually get singularity, so let's do that. Well, yeah, I know that. It's just that... Basically, the difficulty is supposed to discourage you because of the experience penalty you take from using the Mako to basically brute force your way through all the encounters. You're supposed to take the path of least resistance here instead originally, but the remaster being what it is, I genuinely don't have a problem with that whole thing. It's so much better in my opinion to do it like this. Everyone loves the Mako, man. At this level, I don't... Since the legendary difficulty will rapidly increase our level ups to the point where we'll just get higher leveled loot as we go along, I don't even recommend stockpiling on anything beneath level 4. Period. Especially since I'm not playing on that high difficulty. Human medium armor, Phoenix 2. Sure. Oh, you know what? Heavy armor, medium liberator. That's perfectly fine. You might as well wear that. This is completely pointless. But I like the idea of just coming here and style on the gate control by activating like that. Using Soldier, I genuinely think that it's for the better that the Mako got this type of weapon buff, that the Mako became this much better to use, because honestly it's not all that interesting to... Basically, if you just want the power level, what always ends up happening is that you just using the Mako to soften them up and then come out of the... You just end up cheesing the way the Mako XP penalty works by using it just enough to soften up the enemies until you can just pop out from the Mako itself and then kill them with ease. So it's never really I just had to show off, really. This gate control we actually do need to hit, though. You finish them off and get the full XP reward. And the game's none the wiser because the only thing that really matters is the killing blow. So, in conclusion, just removing the experience penalty for killing things in the Mako is for the best. But man, I'm just sorry. Again, the new graphical overhaul just makes traveling on this planet look so much better. The lava looks closer to the same kind of quality lava from the Dark Souls remaster, in my opinion, rather than just being this awful looking yeah. This exploring the worlds in the Mako is gonna look... It's gonna be even better than it ever was. It'll just be way better than it ever was. One of the highlights of Mass Effect's marketing was the sandbox feeling nature of it, but Mass Effect isn't really a sandbox, even though it might look that way due to the whole... It might look that way because of... It might look that way because of all this you get to drive in, but... Like, another level we can just straight up get master hacking, and that's not that far away. Let's just save those level ups. Beyond that, though, the Mako itself, well, I guess I can only comment on the Mako's controls later when we begin doing some other stuff. And you know what? Let's save. Yeah, let's save here, just to say. Make a hard save. I'm not comfortable with just the auto saves in a game like Mass Effect. They're very well intentioned and they do help. Obviously, they're really good, but that's my favorite thing about using the Mako, though. Like, you don't get chunky salsa flying everywhere, but you do get hard-boiled bodies flying off the atmosphere. And to what it's worth, it doesn't. You can't really. You don't get anything from going to certain areas, but the fact that you can drive, and that there's so much surface area to drive over, is very well appreciated because. Hey, look! We were just over there. Yeah, we were just over there. Like, it's not Dark Souls again in that to that degree, but you can't tell where you were. You can't tell where you just were if you want to move your camera over, which is really, really great to see. Yeah. I came out and went out there just to prove that being in the Mako doesn't change how much experience you actually get. But this is where you get off the ride.
Targets down. Take cover.
Shields down.
That's what happens when you kill something in effective warp. Pretty nice, huh? Alright. We're also gonna save here now. Because another boss fight's gonna come up. There's technically two on Therum. This is the first one. Shit. Fuck. Nope, don't try to. Alright. Oh. Oh, Lisa. Oh, I've been sabotaged. That's what happened there. No, Tali, you're dead. Alright. Yo! See that? Oh god. Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Clear.
Whoosh. God. Yikes. Dudes, that was tough. Of course, that was really just me and Ashley taking pot shots at an army of Geth. Talia, you're right?
My people have searched many generations for a world to call home. If we landed here, we'd just keep searching.
Fair enough.
Like an oven here.
Sometimes your squad will comment on the state of affairs. Yeah, sometimes your squad mates will, like... Yeah, no wonder Tally died. She's the only one still wearing her default armor. And, much as I like her, we're at the equivalent of level 16 at this point. I admit we're playing on normal difficulty, but you still can't just run around in basic starting gear. The female heavy armor does always look pretty cool on Ashley, though, I will say that. Oh, cement gel, great. Hey, let's AI hack you. Thank you.
Prothean last. Looks like a lava flow in here.
Well, they wouldn't have ruled the galaxy 50,000 years ago if they didn't, I guess.
Hello? Could somebody help me? Please?
I think we found what we're looking for.
Ah, yeah.
Can you hear me out there? I'm trapped. I need help.
Liara Tassoni, I presume.
Thank the goddess. I did not think anyone would come looking for me. Listen, this thing I'm in is a Prothean security device. I cannot move, so I need you to get me out of it, all right?
Your mother is working with Saren. Whose side are you on?
What? I am not on anybody's side. I may be Benezia's daughter, but I'm nothing like her. I have not spoken to her in years. Please, just get me out of here.
You know, on retrospect, it makes a lot of sense to assume, even from that piece of dialogue right there, that Liara cannot be working with the Geth.
I was exploring the ruins when the Geth showed up, so I hid in here. Can you believe that? Geth beyond the veil! I activated the tower's defenses. I knew the barrier curtains would keep them out. When I turned it on, I must have hit something I wasn't supposed to. I was trapped in here. You must get me out, please.
Alright, so there's no point in asking this second just because you didn't get their way. Alright.
We'll find some way to help you.
There is a control in here that should deactivate.
Yeah, she's not
this.
working with Benezia.
You'll have to find some way past
The simple fact that she had to hide from the Geth means that she's not a part of Saren's army.
I don't know how you'll get in here. Be careful. There is a Krogan with the Geth. They have been trying different ways to get past the barrier.
And that Krogan is not a joke. But then we'll get there when we get there. Okie dokie. Let's hack the shock trooper. Oh, come on.
All clear, Commander.
Yeah, let's loot this place. Shit, my own silly advice. We finally got some level 3 armor piercing rounds, and we're about to not need them. Although maybe the facet rounds would be better. Nope, hold on a second. Chemical round. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna need the chemical rounds for what's coming up in the first place. Obviously for Tally, you want to equip her with anti-synthetic rounds, but it's whatever. My laser code. Let's do this. Alright then. Oh, well, yeah, we're in here for the long haul then. Okay.
Oh, how did you get in here? I didn't think there was any way past the barrier.
Oh my god.
We blasted through with the mining laser.
Of course. Yes, that makes sense. Please, get me out of here before more Geth arrive. That button over there should shut down this containment field.
Fuck yeah.
Any idea how we get out of this place?
There is an elevator back in the center of the tower. At least I think it's an elevator. It should take us out of here. Come on! I still cannot believe all this. Why would the Geth come after me? Do you think Benezia's involved?
Saren's looking for the conduit. Think fast, Miss Prothean expert.
The conduit, but I don't know.
What the hell was that?
That's a good question.
The ruins are not stable. That mining laser must have triggered a seismic event.
Oh well, unintentional consequences of heroism.
We have to hurry. The whole place is caving in.
Joker, get the Normandy airborne and lock in on my signal. On the double, mister.
Aye, aye, Commander. Secure and away. ETA 8 minutes.
He needs to move faster.
I do like Tally's idle animation the most there. Like, just the whole bouncing on her feet thing. It's pretty cute. Like, it's not something I would imagine doing. Oh boy. Look at that armor. You know, use business.
Surrender. Or don't. That would be more fun.
There a reason you're in my way?
The same reason you're here. The Asari. Thanks for getting rid of those energy fields for us. Hand the doctor over.
Whatever it is you want, you are not getting it from me.
She'll stay with us, thanks.
Not an option. Saren wants her, and he always gets what he wants. Kill them. Spare the Asari if you can. If not, doesn't matter.
And that's how Singularity works. But yeah, if you know the Battle Master's coming and you have a character prepared to deal with them, he's not hard, but I've played so much Mass Effect 1 that I instinctively know how to deal with him. So if I made it look really easy, it's just because it was from my perspective. So the thing about fighting Krogan is that they have regenerative
Close,
abilities.
Commander. 10 more seconds we would have been swimming in molten sulfur. The Normandy isn't equipped to land in exploding volcanoes. They tend to fry our
Yeah,
sensors,
I'll just hold
melt
that
our
thought for
hull.
later.
Just for future reference.
We almost died out there, and your pilot is making jokes?
Let's see here. Right. Krogan. Okay, so Krogan. The thing about fighting Krogan is that they will automatically regenerate their health after a certain period of time after you think you killed them, which is why they're so difficult to bring down. The best cure for them, the best medicine, is poison damage, because it'll counteract their regeneration. I'm gonna let Joker have his joke.
It's a coping mechanism. You'll get used to it.
I see. It must be a human thing. I don't have a lot of experience dealing with your species, Commander. But I am grateful to you. You saved my life back there, and not just from the volcano. Those Geth would have killed me or dragged me off to Saren.
What did Saren want with you? Do you know something about the conduit?
Only that it was somehow connected to the Prothean extinction. That is my real area of expertise. I have spent the past 50 years trying to figure out what happened to them.
How old are you exactly?
I hate to admit it, but I am only 106.
Damn! I hope I look that good when I'm your age.
A century may seem like a long time to a short-lived species like yours. But among the Asari, I am barely considered more than a child. That is why my research has not received the attention it deserves, because of my use
Yeah,
of
I don't think we actually learned that
dismiss my
detail about
theories on what
Asari.
happened to the Protheans.
I've got my own theory on why the Protheans disappeared.
With all due respect, Commander, I have heard every theory out there. The problem is finding evidence to support them. The Protheans left remarkably little behind. It is almost as if someone did not want the mystery solved. It is like someone came along after the Protheans were gone and cleansed the galaxy of clues. But here is the incredible part. According to my findings, the Protheans were not the first galactic civilization to mysteriously vanish. This cycle began long before them.
Where'd you come up with this theory? I thought there wasn't any evidence.
I have been working on this for 50 years. I have tracked down every scrap and shred of evidence. Eventually, subtle patterns start to emerge, patterns that hint at the truth. It is difficult to explain to someone else. I cannot point to one specific thing to prove my case. It is more a feeling derived from a half-century of dedicated research. But I know I'm right, and eventually I will be able to prove it. There were other civilizations before the Protheans. This cycle has repeated itself many times over.
What cycle? What are you talking about?
I think the word cycle is impertinent here.
Each time
Let's
a
go.
great civilization rises up, it is suddenly and violently cast down. Only ruins survive. The Protheans rose up from a single world until their empire spanned the entire galaxy. Yet even they climbed to the top on the remains of those who came before. Their greatest achievements, the mass relays and the Citadel, are based on the technology of those who came before them. And then, like all the other forgotten civilizations throughout galactic history, the Protheans disappeared. I have dedicated my life to figuring out why.
They were wiped out by a race of sentient machines.
So, look, some of the dialogue in this game repeats itself no matter what context you choose to give your three dialogue choices.
What evidence do you have?
There was a damaged Prothean beacon on Eden Prime. It burned a vision.
And that line there was one of them. Not the line I'm saying now as Shepard, but the line before that. It's obnoxious, and obviously the illusion of choice is lost when you do multiple playthroughs and you figure it out for yourself over time.
No wonder the Geth
But,
attacked Eden Prime.
I mean, it's a 2007 game, man. It's part of the chunk and the charm.
Worth almost any risk. But the beacons were only programmed to interact with Prothean physiology. Whatever information you received would have been confused, unclear. I am amazed you were able to make sense of it at all. A lesser mind would have been utterly destroyed by the process. You must be remarkably strong-willed, Commander.
Okay, this isn't helping us find Saren or the conduit.
Of course, you're right. I am sorry, my scientific curiosity got the better of me. Unfortunately, I do not have any information that
Is
can
that
help you find the
cattiness I
conduit
detect,
or
Ashley?
Saren.
I don't know why Saren wanted you out of the picture, but I think we'll be a lot better off if we bring you along.
Thank you, Commander. Saren might come after me again. I cannot think of anywhere safer than here on your ship. And my knowledge of the Protheans might be useful later on.
And her biotics will come in handy when the fighting starts.
Good to have you on the team, Liara.
Thank you, Commander. I am very grateful. Oh, I am afraid I am feeling a bit lightheaded.
When was the last time you ate? Or slept? Dr. Chakwa should take a look at you.
It is probably just mental exhaustion, coupled with the shock of discovering the Prothean's true fate. I need some time to process all this. Still, it could not hurt to be examined by a medical professional. It will give me the chance to think things over. Are we finished here, Commander?
We can talk again after you've seen the doctor. The rest of you, dismissed.
Mission reports are filed, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
I'm gonna try to talk to the Council as much as I can throughout this Let's Play, simply because it has genuinely been a long time since I've had any actual mission debriefings with them in real life, so I want to hear their voice acting as long as I can.
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
We've received your report, Commander. I understand Dr. Tassoni is on the Normandy.
I assume you're taking the necessary security precautions.
Liara's on our side. The Geth were trying to kill her.
Benezia would never allow Saren to kill her daughter.
Maybe she doesn't know.
Or maybe we don't know her. We never expected she could become a traitor.
At least the mission was a success.
Apart from the utter destruction of a major Prothean ruin. Was that really necessary, Shepard?
The Geth were crawling all over those ruins. We were lucky to make it out alive.
Of course, Commander. The mission must always take priority.
Good luck, Commander. Remember, we are all counting on you.
Well, that was remarkably pleasant. Anyway, that was a nice long video, so I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care of yourselves.